Luke, I am your father.
Hi guys, back again. So, on this week's episode, back in the workshop, I'm going to give you a little update. So, I'm going to show you that parts for the car arrived. Ta-da! Yeah, it's an assemble your own car kit. So, we have some 18 gauge, which is like a sort of a 1 mil, like a really flimsy stuff. So that'll be the body work. And then I got some of this 2 mil stuff, so this will be sort of reinforcing plates. So I think that sheet 4x8 is about, I'd like to say 85 bucks for that. So like that's like a hell of a deal. And then this stuff here is $66 a sheet. So I got 2 of them, so I've got lots to make the floor and then to make the secret parts of the car. So, big update. This has grown a little bit since you guys last saw it. Yeah. I had to do a lot of bracing. It was starting to flex a little bit. So this part here takes any flex out of this top rail. It was flexing a little bit, but not much. Like it maybe moved a 1/4 of an inch when I put like a hell of a pile of pressure on this. So just, I figured, what the heck, I have this steel lying around. And then this fella here, shameless plug for DeWalt tools. I could do a little bit of sponsorship maybe. Anyway, so then I added this stuff since last week. This bridging. I was actually showing this to somebody who said, does that not look a little bit like the 4th Road Bridge? Just a little bit? Yeah. What do you think, Chauncey, DB? So I've started making up the dies along here. So they're in segments, so you can take them out and put 1 in or 2 in. And then these little guys down here, which will end up being the troughs to press the 90 degrees in. So I have plug weld them to center the V in the channel because it has to be perfect. So there's a whole bunch of them to make up this whole throat here. So I'll just give you guys a quick demo. So yeah, it's a little noisy because of this thing. So yeah, it moves up and down pretty slick. Then I mounted this bad boy. I'm kind of keen to get using this. I figured I was just going to hard mount it because I'm really not going to be moving it around a whole heck of a lot, and it needs to be solid because once you start reefing on this, you can put a lot of pressure. So this table needs to be fairly solid. So it should work. I've got lots of throat here. So yeah, right now it's a bit of a wreck. So. But then, like I said, I was talking to Dave and I said about maybe putting a bead roller on this side. So I'm currently looking for one. So anybody on the prairies that happens to know of good deals on bead rollers or really good plans on how you make one, that would be really dandy too. And this one's for you, Adam. I'm getting quite keen on watching your videos. You're actually doing quite good, like the getting the editing going. It's doing really well. But this is for you, just for you. Yeah, I was going to put a little butt picture there with the cloud coming out, but the wife said no. So there you go, that's for you, Adam. Just, I did the exact same thing the week before you did it. But I think mine's more a case of, because I have an old welder. This guy's ancient. Yeah, that's the auction price that I got him for. But yeah, big bottle, lost half of that tank. And the thing is though, you can always tell if you have issues. Now I'm going to show you this, guys. If you have issues, every time you turn on it does this. If it does that, that means your air is seeping out somewhere after the solenoid that's on the trigger. So if you do get a big puff when you turn on at the start of a job, that means you do have a leak somewhere, so do not leave it on. Some guys get lucky that have really good systems, but no, not me. So yeah, lost half a tank. Pretty awesome. Okay, gonna have you a little handy tip. Now I buy a lot of tools and stuff in auctions, And I get a lot of drill bits because they get thrown in with a whole bunch of stuff. Is this focusing? Let's see if I can get it. Over here. Dang, still not focusing. Wonder why that is. I'll try from here. Anyway, I've noticed guys that they just kind of go through the drill bits and they just dig around for sharp ones. And this is what ends up happening. See this? Somebody just fires this onto the grinder, grinds the flat edge, and then they can't keep sharp edges on them. Yeah, this is a big guy. Just figured it was easier to see it this way. Well, this is what I do now. It might not be the most perfect way to do it, but the big difference between this, if you can see the bite edge and then the tail, this is what I do. You know, make the leading edge nice and straight, and then you grind the back all down. This is not doing anything back here. This really isn't doing anything. So you undercut it back and leave the cutting surface raised. And then on these bigger parts, because they really do have quite a wide nib on them, you can undercut at the tip too to leave it narrower, so it has a good bite. You'll probably be doing a pre-drill hole for these bigger stuff anyway, but like I said, that's what I do with these. And these, once you sharpen them, these guys will cut like a bugger. Like, you'll stall out your drill press if you're really reefing on it. But just a handy tip, one of my many useless facts that I have kicking around. Anyway, so table, sorry about that. Table is done. Table's done. That's it. Done, 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 done. Just these to do. Now, I would have been probably done, but family stuff. Been in the curling rink all day today, and I'll be in the curling. Am I on screen here? I'll be on the curling rink tomorrow. I'm coaching my son's team. And then last night I was at a hockey rink, so I lost a couple of days, but that's family. You do that for the family. Everybody knows that. So I'm hoping to button this up tomorrow night, get these little guys done, and then that's that done, and then hopefully that stuff, shiny stuff there, will start resembling. I'm probably going to start with the floor pan, and I know a couple of guys had said get the bracing in here before I cut the floor out, but the car is folded. It's actually bent, so even if I did put it together, the numbers are wrong already. So I'm going to be cutting it and then rejigging it and bracing it. So, well, I'll live and learn, but like I said, I have to take everything out. Like, I'll come front here. Like, I don't know if you can see this. The actual firewall is pushed in. So this all has to come. I've got to cut this out. I have to build a new tunnel. That's not really too hard. I might just graft in the transmission, the gear stick tower. That's what it's called. But problem is, it's probably not a Mini that's going in here.